Hey, what's up guys, it's your boy Codes and we're back once again with another video. And in this video we're going to be reacting to MMA slams that ended careers, bro. You guys know what we do. Let's just get straight into it. Yes sir.
These are the slam KOs that defied the very laws of physics. 20 of the greatest slam knockouts.
Oh, not on the neck.
History. And we're coming in first with a pretty wild display of physical prowess as Galore Profondo absolutely
man had a superhero landing. Jesus Christ.
Pound man right there who was somehow cutting down to welterweight. Even worse was this nasty
what kind of quality is this, bro?
From the legendary Frank Shamrock.
Oh shit.
A man who has been unfairly scrubbed from the pages of UFC history due to a public falling out with Dana White.
Frank Shamrock is an irrelevant jackass.
Okay. Damn.
But this rapid slam KO of Igor Zinoviv does a good job at showcasing this man's clear talent.
Oh, he got dropped like on his head, bro.
On that one, and it was obvious that Igor was done. Not all slams are built equal though, and for this one, you can't really give too much credit to Valenko Vitali.
That slam or did a fall?
Valenko Vitali.
That looked like a fall, bro. This man was given a win.
Sure, he put himself in the right position to capitalize when Matt Lindland went for an ill-advised takedown. But what really happened here was Lindland totally misjudged the situation. And as soon as his head hit the canvas, even Joe Rogan sitting cage side knew he wasn't going to survive an impact like that. A self-administered slam KO, but a slam KO nonetheless. But don't worry, we're going to turn the heat back up with this next one. Because let's be real, Justin Gaethje was known for this exact technique during his earlier years. In fact, that's the reason he got his nickname The Highlight in the first place. And this slam KO from the amateur scene is
oh shit, Batista bomb, the fuck?
Sure, he doesn't do them half as much these days, but the dude certainly has a track record, that's for sure. While we're on the subject of track records though, is there a more famous slam artist in MMA than Matt Hughes? Well, there might be a vote in there for Rampage Jackson, but we'll get to him later. For now, this vintage violence from the longtime welterweight champion is just about as iconic a slam KO as you'll ever find. It's almost as if Carlos Newton knew exactly what was coming and basically accepted his fate. Totally
That's crazy.
It's a terrifying thought, right? But sometimes the very worst slams come totally against the fight's momentum. Thug Rose Namajunas is undeniably a great fighter, but she's also had some very strange moments in the cage. And having a highly dominant and impressive performance ruined by one moment of pure excellence from Jessica Andrade, yeah, that totally
what is that?
Rose's billing.
She like landed on the neck, bro.
Andrade is a physical specimen that has no equal in women's MMA. If you know anything about Rustam Khamzat, you'll know that he loves nothing more than hitting a suplex on his opponents. And sometimes one isn't enough. This dude will literally go back to this technique again and again if the opportunity strikes. And here he got the perfect angle against Vince Pichel, hitting multiple suplexes.
That's crazy,
with the
bro.
third and final one causing his opponent to land on his head. It's a mean way to finish a fight, don't you think?
Where's the referee?
Fighters who have a reputation for slamming their adversaries.
Damn.
How about Gerald Harris, who makes his first appearance on this list with a brutal KO of David Branch that just seemed to knock him
at least he held off on the punch.
You've got to be insanely strong to pull off the move.
That's some good sportsmanship.
Okay. This isn't Gerald Harris's sole appearance on our list. Oh no. Next up, we're going to take a break from the brutality of it all to bring you one of the most awkward moments in UFC history. Gray Maynard has just managed to secure himself a TKO victory by slamming Rob Emerson to the mat with tremendous force.
Damn.
The problem? Well, he also
didn't know quite himself. He looked like because he looked like he hit his head as well.
The problem? Well, he also KO'd himself in the process.
Yeah, first slam, bro. He said it. He said in the canvas, bro.
Rogan just wouldn't let it slide, and things got painfully awkward from there.
Hit him with some big shots and a vicious takedown. Now, in the takedown, right after the takedown, he tapped, but you were unconscious. You knocked yourself out. Look at the replay. You're totally unconscious.
Nah, Joe Rogan just pointed that shit out.
When you can just do this to your opponent.
Jesus Christ, this man fought. Relax, he's out.
In the form of the triangle choke that was rapidly coming closer to completion, this dude decided enough was enough and got out of this submission the old-fashioned way. You can't argue with those results, folks. There's a certain amount of risk involved with trying to force your way out of a sub, but here's another example where a fighter went from nearly losing to separating his opponent from their consciousness. It's one thing to use a slam to escape from an armbar, but you actually find yourself winning the fight just a second or two later. Yeah, that's some efficient fighting right there. Sure, he makes us all crack up these days for the wrong reasons, but Tito Ortiz was nothing short of an absolute killer in his prime. And it didn't take long for him to dispatch the great Evan Tanner with a huge early slam to seal the deal. That's no chump either. Tanner was very much a
hot fucking slam, bro.
fighter in his own right. At his peak, Tito had a lot going for him, no doubt about that. Look, watching your opponent celebrating after they just beat you is always going to be tough. But when you sign on the dotted line to fight Jordan Levitt and then he slam KOs you before a weird little dance and does the splits, that's gotta hurt a little bit more, right? The bantamweight veteran Eddie Wineland had to think fast when the WEC opponent had him in a pretty tough position.
How is he gonna slam? I guess the guy who's signing up is gonna slam the other guy. How is he gonna slam that?
Slamming that poor soul straight back down to the canvas with some serious force behind. No getting back up from that one. We've seen a lot of great stuff already, right? Well, this next slam KO is without question the weirdest of the lot. Even weirder than Andrade versus Sub Rose.
Oh, this shit is Sonic.
This moment come totally against the run of the fight's momentum, but this wild attempt at grounding his opponent came in the most awkward looking position imaginable.
What the fuck is that? Damn, bro.
It was like a reverse suplex, but with your back to your target. Yeah, we're not even gonna try and name this one.
Did he like a headbutt?
But with your back to
yeah, it looks like his head kind of like hit.
Try and name. It was like a reverse.
Like his head hit his into the ground.
Back to your target. Yeah, we're not even gonna try and name this one. A crazy finish. There's just something about elbows as a follow-up shot to a slam KO that always makes the whole thing look more brutal.
Damn, Bray's out.
While the execution was perfect on the slam itself, the elbows that sealed the deal were
Jesus Christ.
Showing that Jorge Masvidal super necessary line. Hey, what do you know?
That's some
we have more
fucked up elbows, bro.
after all. Remember how we mentioned that this dude just loves suplexing his opponents? Well, this wasn't a habit he picked up in the UFC. Nah, he's been doing this for as long as he's been fighting, and he doesn't waste a lot of time either. Kabalov wasn't getting paid by the minute for this fight, and his quick transition to his favorite technique.
Damn, I got on his neck, bro.
And while we're at it, we'll bring back Gerald Harris for what promises to be a very painful round too. Some guys take slam opportunities because they're given to them. Other guys go out there and make it happen. And Gerald Harris strikes us as the type of guy who knows what he wants from a cage fight. And in this highlight reel moment, man, did he get
damn, this man didn't even send a punch. This man didn't even send a punch. He like
from a cage fight. And in this
launch this shit down. He like he uses his arm here to like you know what I'm saying? Look at get your ass down, boy. This man dead. Deuces, bitch.
If it weren't for our first pick, we might have been forced to call this the most brutal MMA slam of them all. But hey, the runner-up medal ain't bad. But here we are at the end of the video with a list
now
of
you can top that
slams
shit
in no particular order. However, with that being said, it just feels right to end with Quentin Rampage Jackson and the most famous slam in mixed martial history.
That's a fucking Batista bomb. Jesus Christ.
Jackson in his prime was a man of tremendous physical gifts, and no fighter was forced to contend with that more than Ricardo Arona. Yeah, this was the Pride KO you showed your friends who were new to MMA. A shocking display
that's a fucking Batista bomb, bro.
Jackson that truly has no equal in the sports history books. But hey, how about a bonus round? We've watched a lot of fighters get their lights put out in this video, and all that does is make the fact that Fyodor Emelianenko survived this slam even crazier. To this day, we have no idea how he did it.
What the fuck? Well, guys, that's some fucking crazy slams, bro. Oh my god, bro. I don't want to get slammed on my head, please, bro. Punch me. Knock me out his head for punch. Don't fucking slam me on my head, bro. That's crazy. I should finna hurt like a bitch. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, guys, that's it for this video. I wonder if anyone got brain damage. Sorry. Yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And yeah, if you guys want to see me react to anything, just let me know and I'll be sure to give it a shout. Till then, catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.